So, by the way, I am teacher Toby. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Jihae. I don't have an English name, so please
Mm-hmm.
just call me Jihae.
Jihei.
Yes, right.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Mm. How are you today? Hmm?
I'm done with working at 4 p.m. and I had dinner with my sister and my mother right
Mm-hmm.
before our class. So now I
Mm-hmm.
feel much better.
You feel better.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's really nice. Okay.
How about
So,
you?
how is the
Did you eat?
weather?
Oh, here. By the way, how's the temperature of your place?
Well, it's only around 22 degrees, but it went
22
down
degrees.
until 17.
Wow. Then
Hmm.
it is not that hot, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Hmm.
When it comes to my country, the temperature here is around 39 Celsius.
Hmm.
So it's
39 degree.
yes, it's extremely hot.
Wow, that's really hot.
Yes. So
Oh.
even the wind is hot. It is not cool wind. It is hot wind.
Hmm.
So
Oh, yes.
yes,
Hmm.
it is really it is really difficult to stay outside.
Hmm. Oh, wow. So how are you handling the heat?
I try to not go to outside, but if I have to
Hmm.
go,
Hmm.
I always use my car
Hmm.
to not um to work, not that much walk. I mean walk.
Mm.
Yeah, yes, but
Okay.
yes,
Hmm.
but the
So
car
did you have your
is.
dinner?
Oh
Oh, so
yes.
go on. Go first.
um,
Hmm.
but the
The
thing
car
is,
is.
car is also hot. Yes,
Hmm.
it is already heated by the sun, so
Hmm.
the car is also hot.
Hmm. Oh, so you must turn on the AC or air
Yeah,
conditioner of the car.
right. But it takes a bit long time to be cool again.
Mhm. Ah, wow. That's really uncomfortable sometimes.
Yes. I
Mm.
just really hope autumn come as soon as
Hmm.
possible.
Yes. When does autumn start? Is it in August or September?
We say how can I say it?
Hmm.
The start of autumn is actually August, but August
Hmm.
is still hot. So I think the
Hmm.
real autumn is start from September.
Oh, September.
Yes.
That's still far. You only have 1 month left to endure
Yeah.
it,
Yes.
right? uh, wow. I can't imagine. Even if it's only 22 degrees in our country,
Mhm.
it is still hot. That is
Oh.
already hot for us.
Is that
Hmm.
your normal temperature in your country?
Yes, it is.
Mm.
But during April or May, it
Mhm.
will come around until 28 degrees.
Oh, but when I go to Cebu and Bohol, the
Hmm.
temperature there was extremely high, like 30 to 40.
Ah, because I live far in from Cebu and
Oh.
Bohol. I
Mm.
live in Baguio.
Ah, I just.
So the reason why
Mhm.
Baguio is a bit cold because
Mhm.
it is a mountain like that.
Ah.
This is, for example, Bohol is a flat area, right?
Yeah,
Baguio is
right.
here. It's near the sky,
Mm. Mm.
so uh, the higher the land is, it is much cooler because there is
I
wind
see.
here.
Ah.
Hmm.
Because I just thought every city in the Philippines is
Hmm.
hot. Because because
Hmm.
the Philippines is sort of island.
Yes, it has a lot of
Yes.
islands.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I thought,
Yeah, almost 7,107 islands.
wow. Wow.
Yes, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. So it's really hot, but sometimes yes, it is hot in the Visayas part region
Mhm.
because Philippines is divided into three regions,
Three. Mhm.
not three regions, but actually three main continents like that:
Mhm.
Luzon,
Mhm.
Visayas, and Mindanao. So
Ah.
Cebu and Bohol is part of the Visayas. It's in the
Mhm.
middle part of the Philippines.
Mhm.
Luzon is where I am,
Mhm.
and the Mindanao.
Ah,
Hmm.
was
Visayas
then.
has lots of
Mhm.
islands, right? And this one
Yeah.
is Palawan. Hmm.
Ah. Actually, many people recommended me to go to Palawan because that is really beautiful.
Hmm. Yes, it is, especially in El Nido,
Mhm.
El Nido and Coron.
Have you ever been there?
Yes,
Ah.
once.
Ah. How can
It
you
was
get
a
there to?
family trip.
Ah.
Mm. Actually, there is already an airport to Palawan,
Mhm.
or you can, if you will go to Philippines, you
Mhm.
can go to Manila first, and then go to
Ah, I
Palawan.
see. How long does it take
And
from Manila to Palawan?
it will take only around an hour, or
Ah.
less than an hour,
Hmm.
around 45 minutes.
Is it expensive
Hmm.
to get there?
Oh well, I don't know if it's expensive or not, but because that time I did not pay for my ticket.
Ah.
Hmm. It was given to me by a friend. It was a
Ah.
free gift. Hmm.
Wow.
So he paid it for me.
Wow.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, well, but I don't think that it's that expensive because sometimes the
Mhm.
hardest thing is that there are a lot of people now going to Palawan in summer. So
Mm.
it will be the hard thing is to book a ticket.
Ah.
Hmm.
When is the summer start in your country?
Summer will start around March until
Ah,
May.
wow. Ah.
Hmm. So summer is already finished in our country.
Mm.
Hmm.
Because my country, the summer
So
start from July.
March. Hmm.
No, I mean in my country.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It starts in July,
Um,
right?
June. Yes,
June.
June to August.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in our country, if it's June to August,
Mhm.
it is usually the rainy season.
Ah.
The rainy season.
Mm.
That's
Then.
why for the past 2 weeks
Mhm.
it's been raining for almost every day.
Ah.
Mhm.
Then how many kind of seasons do you have in your country?
Then we only have two seasons: rainy
Summer and.
season and
Ah.
dry season, summer. Hmm.
Ah.
Unlike in Korea, right? You have 4 seasons.
Yeah, right. We have specific
Hmm.
4 seasons.
Hmm.
Mm.
Wow. I
Isn't it?
really
Mhm.
what?
Isn't it boring to live in just one season?
Defensive?
Uh, isn't it? Isn't it boring to live in just one season?
Just 1 season.
Yes.
Mm, actually, it's quite boring, but the main thing is we can go to a lot of vacations.
Ah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, because you can even if in during December we'll
Mhm.
go to water parks, resorts, or
Mm.
beaches.
Mm.
We can still go there.
Ah.
Okay, because if it's winter, right, it's
Yeah.
cold. You
Yeah. Right.
can't go to the beach.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So, mhm. So that is also one of the good things.
Mhm. What is
But
that?
I wish that I could I could also experience autumn and winter.
Ah.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen snowing?
Nope, I haven't.
Ah. Ah.
Yes, the time that when I went to China,
Ah.
it was January back then.
Ah.
Hmm.
Ah. I see. Mm.
So, how about you? Do you travel a lot?
Yes, but actually I traveled like more than 10 times,
Hmm.
but I just went Japan like 12 times. So even
Mhm.
though I went many times, but it is not that doesn't necessarily mean that I went many
Mhm.
countries.
Mm. Wow, you're so lucky. I envy you.
I actually
Okay.
I've been visited your country 2 times.
Mhm. Twice, Cebu
Yes.
and Bohol, right?
No. Um, like about 5 years ago, I went to Boracay, and this year I
Ah.
went Cebu and Bohol.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So today, Boracay is still closed.
Yes, yes.
It
I
has been
heard
shut
that.
down.
Yes, I
Mhm.
heard that it'll open from like October, the end of October.
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
After 6 months, actually, and it
Yes.
started a few months ago already.
Yes. Right.
Mhm.
To be honest, when I planned to go to your country,
Mhm.
I booked everything in Boracay, like airplane ticket
Mhm.
and the hotel
Mhm.
and everything, literally everything. But
Mhm.
um, 2 weeks before I depart to your country,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
heard the news that Boracay is going to close.
Mhm.
So I um, suddenly cancel everything and
Ah.
yes, and reserved again in Cebu.
Mm. So, who do you travel usually? Who's with you
Um,
when you're traveling?
Usually, I went travel with my best friend because,
Mhm.
um, even though I have a lot of friends, that doesn't mean that I am
Mhm.
close with everyone.
Mhm.
Because um, if I go travel with a friend who is not that close with me, it would be really uncomfortable. I think
Mhm.
it would be
Mhm.
better to travel alone. So I go there with my sister or
Mhm.
my best close friend or alone.
Mhm. Alone?
Yes. Have you ever
Oh,
traveled alone?
really? Not. Yes, but not in other countries, but in
Ah,
other places to the
ah.
Philippines.
How was
I even
that?
tried living alone
Wow.
for a year.
Ah.
Mhm.
How was it?
It was actually terrible because I am really homesick
Yes, yes.
because the weather in our place is different to the weather in other places, other
Mm,
cities or provinces.
ah.
The weather there, the place that I went is actually hot. The
Mm,
weather is around 42, 38 to 42 degrees.
yeah.
Mhm.
Ah.
So back in our city, it only
Mhm.
has 22 degrees, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
that is like almost half it, twice as hot
Mm,
from where I came from.
yeah, right.
So the things that I do and at that time is only to focus on my job,
Mhm.
and I had to enjoy my time with,
Mm,
and I met a lot of new friends as well.
yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
I think the weather is pretty important in human living.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Why do you think it's important though?
Because it affects us a lot of ways. Like
Mhm.
if the weather is extremely hot or cold, we
Mhm.
cannot concentrate on something.
Mhm.
So we can waste our time because of the weather, and
Mhm.
also it can disturb us to do something like we cannot do exercise if we have rainy days or snowy days. So yeah, so I think the
Mhm.
weather is really good, important. Yeah, it can change our
Mm.
mood.
Okay. Wow. Yes, it really can affect the mood,
Yes.
especially when you're really excited to go on a
Yeah.
vacation,
Right.
but
Right.
the weather is somehow catastrophic.
Yeah. Right.
It will be a waste.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm. So, when you went to the Philippines
Mhm.
in Bohol,
Mhm.
What are the things that you enjoyed most?
Mm, mm, when I get there, I spent like 1 day in Cebu and three
Mhm.
days in Bohol.
Mhm.
And the main reason I go to travel was just to have a rest. So
Mhm.
I didn't make the detailed plan. I just
Mhm.
reserved a good resort like Canaan
Mhm.
or South Palms.
Mhm.
Those resorts are was pretty expensive. It was like
Mhm.
um, expensive than more expensive than $2,000 per a night for two people.
Mm.
Yes, it was
Wow, that
pretty.
is really
Yes,
expensive.
yes, because that time was like how can I say it? Um,
Uh.
vacation period.
Mhm.
Is it
Ah,
right
it's like a peak
expression?
season.
Yeah, right, right.
Mhm.
That time was peak season, so
Mhm.
yes, so the price of hotel was more expensive than normal days.
Mhm.
So we paid more, but it was
Mm.
worth it.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
yeah.
Mhm. Yes, usually in the normal days, if it's
Mhm,
not a peak season,
mhm.
there's I think 20% off or
Yes,
10% off
you're
in
right.
the rates.
Yes.
But if the during peak season, they will pay it 100%.
Yeah.
Mhm. Because during my I experienced working in a hotel before,
Mhm.
and for almost 6 months because it was my training.
Ah.
When after graduate before graduating in a university or in college.
Ah. So you have
hmm
to do that.
Yes, we have
Is
to.
it
It is
mandatory?
required.
Ah.
Mandatory.
Ah. So you
That's
can choose
why.
your job.
Yes.
Ah.
I worked in the administration office in the
Mm.
office,
Ah.
but they required me. They asked me to help in the reception desk in this
Mm.
reception area
Ah.
because there are a lot of visitors as well.
Yes. Mm.
hmm Because the peak season in our country would be December,
Ah.
October,
Mm.
and of course the summer seasons,
Mhm.
March, April, and May.
Mm.
Those are the peak seasons in the country.
Ah.
hmm
I see.
So maybe if you're lucky, if it doesn't have a storm in August or July, that
Mhm.
is the best time to go on vacation.
7 March,
hmm
July or August.
hmm
Ah.
But sometimes in the Philippines there are a lot of storms coming
Mhm. Mhm.
or typhoons.
Mhm.
That's why it's a 50-50% chance
Mhm.
that it will rain.
Mm.
hmm
But
Because but
when I visited Boracay, it rained suddenly,
hmm
but um, it stopped suddenly as well.
yes.
Yes. So
hmm
it
Well, that's really nice.
yes. So it
Mhm.
didn't distract us that much.
It didn't.
It didn't disturb us that much
Oh,
because the rain
okay.
was not stay that long.
hmm
Yeah, it
Okay.
the
Well,
rain stopped. Um, yes.
the rain stopped not to for a short time.
Yeah, right, right.
It only rained for a short period of time. Well,
Yeah,
that's
like
really
30 minutes.
nice. Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially, the best. What is your best weather? What is the best weather for you?
For me,
hmm
it does um autumn.
Autumn.
Yes, because it is not that cold and not that hot. It just have like comfortable temperature to
hmm
do outdoor activity or indoor activity as well.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Wow.
if I have to
Hmm.
choose between summer and winter,
Mhm.
I'm gonna choose winter because I born that in that season, and yeah, I love
Mhm.
snowing.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, for me as well, it will be around December to
Mhm.
January.
Mhm.
December to February.
Wow.
February.
What is
Hmm.
the reason for
Because
that?
because that time it is the coldest weather in the Philippines.
Ah.
It can even reach until 12 degrees
Wow.
or 10. That is
Mm.
the coldest. And
Ah.
the sun is there,
Mhm.
and the wind is also not, the wind is cool. That's
Mhm.
why it's the perfect weather.
Ah. Is it
Mhm.
okay to
Even though it's
enjoy?
cold,
Mhm.
hmm
Ah.
even though it's cold,
Mhm.
it's the sun is there. There's a heat to provide. So
Ah.
it's actually nice. Hmm.
I see. Ah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So, when do you plan to go on your next vacation or your next travel?
Actually, I didn't make any plan because
Hmm.
I went to your country like 2 months ago.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I think I will um go the next trip in the end of this month, like December or January in next
Hmm.
year.
Oh, that will be nice.
Yes,
Hmm.
but I didn't select the country yet.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that's really good.
Yes.
Now, there are a lot of things for you to do. Well, for me, I really envy you because one of my goals in life
Mhm.
is to travel and
Ah,
enjoy and spend time because life is short, as they say.
yeah, right, right.
So you have to enjoy it, enjoy
Yeah,
the most
sure.
of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because, but
Hmm.
to do that, we need enough money, so we gotta
Yes.
work as well.
Yes, we need to work full time
Yes, right.
and get ourselves promoted to get a higher
Yeah,
pay.
yeah, right.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
so anyways, oh, gee, hi.
Mhm.
Mhm. I think the time is already up.
Yes,
We
right.
have to stop here for now.
Yeah.
And thank you for attending your class, and I had really fun talking to you.
Yeah. Thank
Mhm.
you.
You're welcome, and thank you as well. And you
Okay.
take care now, and have a good
Okay. Have
night.
a good
Okay?
night. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye,
Bye
Jihai.
bye.
Mhm.